Hello everybody, welcome back to what's now been known around the box as Dr. Stu's Mobility WOD. I'm getting a lot of really good feedback on some questions. I want to remind everyone, you guys can email me, call me when I'm at the box, anytime you have a question about any of these things. Designed to be simple, designed to be easy, that's why I'm doing it the way we're doing it. The most common question though that I'm getting more than ever from everything else is, why don't I use Coach Eve in any of my videos? So luckily Coach Eve was available today. I asked her to come down and she volunteered to do some of the videos with us so I can actually instruct while she's demonstrating. So one, I thought about different things based on what we can use because I have someone. So at one point I was thinking about maybe doing some pec mobility, work on the pec work. Nah. Then I thought maybe we could do some glute work. Nah. I thought what would be better for this particular video is we can work on the wrist and hand with Coach Eve. So, but wrist mobility is very important. A lot of us work on our computers all day long. We don't do enough extension of our extensor muscles. So a lot of times with some of the WODs we do, one is that's why we recommend the hook grip on the bar, but a lot of people gorilla grab the bar, and that really works on the forearm. And we'll be working on some forearm exercises in a future video. But today we're going to work on wrist mobility. A lot of people are tight, and the restriction with the wrist mobility, it seems simple, but like when we did the foot, but how important it is because almost every weightlifting exercise uses the hands. So we want to work on the distraction, that joint, and this is important chiropractically because when you take pressure off that joint, you can allow for better flexion. So when we put in the front rack position, overhead presses, almost any kind of press affects is involved with wrist mobility. So the one we're going to do today is we actually going to start using a band now, which we haven't used in other videos. So actually I'm going to have Coach Eve, she's going to get down on the ground, and what she's going to do is with the left hand, she's going to put it through the band, and she's going to point her fingers away from the anchor. And then you're going to bring this down a little bit lower, closer to the wrist joint. You want to distract the wrist. Now walk your fingers out a little bit more. And then from this particular, she's going to put her hand down, she's going to staple the hand down and keep it anchored. This elbow's going to be bent, and then she's going to slowly bring it to the fully extended period, and then leaning over. And just slowly distract. Now go back, slowly, and then back over again. And this is called flossing, and she's going to work it back and forth, and you may feel a little sticky point. That's the area you want to work a little bit, just slightly back and forth, and that can help really work out some flexibility issues and mobility, which really helps that wrist come back, because that front rack position can come to a lot of areas. It can be, we talked about back extension, not being its extension, shoulder mobility, but we can't overlook the mobility of the wrist. So you guys can play with that on your own, work on your own. Eve, why don't you come back up here on the bench. Now as a chiropractor, one of the things we also do is joint mobility. So sometimes actually with our hand, we can actually mobilize the bones of the wrist and actually get in here and actually get these wrists. And sometimes I'll come down like this and work on the joint. Another thing actually that we can also do is with joint distraction is a weighted distraction. And I always said, these mobility, the only thing that's restricting us is our imagination. So I came up with the weighted distraction. So I kind of thought, if you get some kind of weight on there to distract the joint, we're doing a video here. You slide the weight on the joint, and if you slightly distract the joint, we could help with some mobility. Does this work for you? So there you have it, Dr. Stu's Mobility WOD. If you have any questions in the box from Coach Eve or myself, feel free to email, call, or ask us the next WOD. See you next time.